Data is one of a business's most valuable assets, but managing it throughout its life cycle can be challenging. Data Lifecycle Management, or DLM, encompasses the processes and policies that govern the handling, storage, and eventual disposal of data. As businesses generate and store vast amounts of data, the importance of effective DLM becomes increasingly critical. Navigating these challenges of data lifecycle management requires a comprehensive approach that balances security, compliance, and operational efficiency. Happy Friday. I'm Michael Kanet. I'm CEO and founder of iTernal Networks. And here at iTernal Networks, we believe that knowledge is power. So every Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific time, I go live on all of our social media pages to discuss various different educational topics around technology and cybersecurity with the purpose of empowering my fellow business owners. The goal really is to help small business owners and others in general feel more confident in their knowledge about business technology and specifically about cybersecurity. At iTernal Networks, we're dedicated to creating these safe and secure environments for businesses to really do what they love, without having to worry so much about the things that they don't know and don't understand. And so this part of education is a big part of our fortifying our environment, so that people can do really what they love, what they want to do. At the end of the live stream, I'm going to be answering questions from the audience. So if you have any questions ready, post them in the comments and we'll cover those at the end. All right, today we're going to be talking about lifecycle management, data lifecycle management, or DLM. DLM, I'm just going to shorten it and call it DLM throughout this whole thing. So DLM involves the governance of data from its creation all the way to its eventual disposal. The life cycle includes several unique stages. First, obviously, things start off with data creation. Then you have storage, use, sharing, archiving, and finally, deletion. Each stage presents its own challenges, and mismanagement at any stage can lead to security risks, regulatory non-compliance, and increased operational costs. Implementing a robust and a complete DLM strategy can help to ensure proper data handling at every stage, maximizing the value of the data while minimizing those risks. So let's talk a little bit about why DLM is important, why effective DLM is really critical or crucial to your organization. First, it helps to ensure data security. As data moves throughout its life cycle, it's exposed to various threats, including unauthorized access and data breaches. A well-implemented DLM strategy includes security measures that protect data at every stage. And second, DLM can help businesses adhere to regulatory requirements, which can make sure that they're aligning with strict data protection laws. And failure to comply with these can result in significant fines and reputational damage. And finally, proper DLM can improve operational efficiency. By managing data effectively, businesses can reduce storage costs, streamline operations, and ensure that data is available when needed and where needed. So this sounds great, right? But DLM does have its own set of challenges. I'm going to be covering 5 of what I consider the primary challenges of DLM. And starting off with the challenge of data volume and data variety. This is one of the biggest problems right now with DLM, is the sheer volume and the variety of different types of data being generated and collected in organizations. The proliferation of digital devices means that companies are collecting more data than ever before. This includes everything from structured databases to unstructured text, images, and videos. This massive volume of data really presents some unique storage challenges. Businesses need to invest in scalable storage solutions that can handle growth without compromising performance or security. Also, each different type of data has different handling requirements and sometimes different storage methods. A comprehensive DLM strategy must account for these differences to ensure proper data management. The next challenge is data security and privacy. And this is a big one. Protecting data is critical in any organization today, as more and more regulations require protecting the data that businesses are entrusted with. As data moves through its life cycle, it's vulnerable to security threats, including breaches and cyber attacks. So to protect data throughout its life cycle, businesses must enforce strong security measures, including encryption, access controls, and regular audits. Data privacy regulations impose strict requirements on how businesses handle personal data, and businesses must ensure that their DLM strategies include those provisions for data privacy to align with those regulations. All right, another challenge, data quality and data integrity. Maintaining data quality and integrity is essential for effective DLM. Poor data quality can lead to inaccurate analysis and poor business decisions. Businesses must enforce quality controls at every stage of the data lifecycle, validating data at the point of entry and auditing it regularly. Data corruption can occur at any stage of the data lifecycle, so it's important that businesses use reliable storage solutions and perform regular backups of their data to prevent any data loss. Which leads into challenge number 4, which is data retention and deletion. Deciding how long to keep data and when to delete it is critical in DLM, and sometimes that's one of the hardest things to figure out. Holding on to data too long can increase your costs and expose you to additional security risks, while deleting it prematurely could lead to compliance issues. So it's important that you establish clear data retention policies that outline how long different types of data are required to be kept based on the different legal and business requirements for your organization. Businesses must then securely delete the data when it reaches the end of its life cycle to prevent unauthorized access to minimize that exposure. Our next challenge is data accessibility and availability. Ensuring that data is accessible when it's needed is another challenge with DLM. As data moves through its life cycle, it might be archived or moved to a different location at different stages of that life cycle. So businesses should balance data accessibility and security by enforcing data access controls and making sure that the right people can access it and know where to access it from. Sometimes there's disruptions in business, in operations, right? There can be internet outages, there can be equipment failure, or natural disasters. And so businesses must plan for data availability during various types of disruptions, including those hardware failures and natural disasters. And they do this by implementing backup and disaster recovery plans to make sure that your data is safe and secure and protected and can be accessed when needed, especially during a time of emergency like that. So those are the 5 primary challenges and some tips and tricks, a little bit guidance on implementing a DLM plan. If you feel like you're overwhelmed by the complexities of data lifecycle management, don't worry. I'd love to sit down and chat with you and see if I can assist. We'll post a link in the chat where you can reach out and schedule a one-on-one with me directly. You can always post a comment, send me a message, give us a call. There's lots of different ways that you can get in touch to help out with this. All right. Let's see if there's any questions from the live audience. I don't see any questions posted in the comments. One of the questions that gets asked frequently when I discuss data management practices with different businesses, it starts off with, well, how can we assess our current data management practices? There's various different ways of doing this. I talk about this all the time. Cybersecurity risk assessments are a really good way of establishing an understanding of where you're at. Doing a risk assessment with your data is critical, right? Because you need to know where the data is and what type of data you have and how old it is. That's really where you start off, but you have to start off knowing what you have. Then you can make a decision on moving forward. There's various different tools that we utilize when we do cybersecurity risk assessments that help us collect that information. We can look at what type of data might be regulated whether it's patient information for HIPAA, whether it's credit card or account information for PCI, or whether it's other personal financial data for FTC safeguards, or any of the other regulations that are out there regarding data management. First step is always identifying what you have and where it is. Then you can start building your DLM plan around that. All right, I don't see any other questions from the audience. Thanks for joining us today. If you have found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. We'd love to see those. Leave a comment with any questions or thoughts you have. Your feedback really does help to create better and more valuable content for you. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell icon so you get notifications of any updates to content that we post. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to help you navigate the world of tech and cybersecurity. If you need anything else, please reach out. I'd love to chat. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you next week.